Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Hyperdimension Neptunia U, Action Unleashed. I don't know why they put that subtitle there, that's just a odd generic name for this game, but whatever, we'll roll with it. So this is the 6th Neptunia Vita game. Well, I'm just trying to count. There's a 1, 2, the strategy game, the idle management game. No, this will be number 5. Number 6 will be when Hyperdimension Neptunia 3 comes out. So, it's a action game. It's got your basic stuff here. I like it being able to turn off the girls' voices. So you can actually just turn off the characters you don't like, which is kind of neat. I know some people would love that. And you've got your basic controls over here. Notably, this was actually made by... Notably, this was actually made by the team behind Senran Kagura. So, you have at least some guarantee of a good action game here, but we'll just hit continue on, and we'll just continue on and have a look around anyway. So, my game time is currently at 2.5 hours, roughly. So, I've put a fair amount of time in, but I have actually played this game before. I have imported this as part of my An Idiot Imports series. It was one of the, 3 games I imported that had got announced for localization, like, basically right afterwards. Yeah, it was a bit silly. So, let's take a look around. So, you've got the configuration menu there, and you've got the tutorials, which tell you all about all the battle mechanics and stuff. You've got the sound test, which lets you listen to pretty much any part of the music of the game that you like. It doesn't really matter which one. And that'll actually stick around until after you finish the next quest, which is kind of neat, so you can just pick what music you want to listen to. If we go to setup, we can go and set up the characters. So the idea is that you have a... So for those of you who don't know what Hyperdimension Neptunia is, what the hell are you doing here? Go buy Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 and play through that for a bit. Then you might have an idea of what's going on. But for those of you who didn't bother to do that, well, it's basically... You've got a series of anthropomorphized video game consoles. They've been turned into actual characters. So the idea is that Noir represents PlayStation. And if I can just stop pressing the wrong button, Vert represents Xbox. And good old Blanc represents the Wii. And they just have these sound effects and they're adorable. And you've also got Dengeki and Famitsu over on the right, who are new characters to the entire franchise. They are actually representations of Japanese magazines. I'm surprised they made it over here completely intact. That's a bit of an odd thing to see. And you've got Neptune and Nepgear over here, who are meant to represent Sega. So anyway, they do cute girl things, which I'll show off in a bit. But first of all, so you've got these different... accessories and clothes that you can equip to them, and they change their look. And you can also change it. You can also change their accessories, which gives them different stat boosts. So I've got the space kit and the power kit, which increases their health and their attack, and also the scramble engine, which lets them go into HDD mode immediately. So if I hit the model viewer, you can actually see what it looks like, and that's actually a pretty neat outfit. Most of the outfits in this game are gorgeous. Like, look at Noir's. Look at the one I've got equipped on her. That is a gorgeous suit. That is amazing. That is a really nice looking suit. Just the costume design in this game is fantastic. And there's plenty of them too, and you've got plenty of accessories to go find and stuff like that, so yeah, that's pretty neat. You've also got the command list. It tells you what you need to know about their movesets. You can also check what the HDDs do, because the HDDs actually have different sets. You've also got Lily ranks. Lily ranks go up dependent on what characters you take into battle and what you do with those characters and all that, right? And they actually have unique conversations, and the unique conversations change every time their Lily rank goes up. It's so silly. It's fun, it's lighthearted, and it's incredibly stupid. But at the same time, it's just amazing. It keeps going up, and the cool thing is this actually increases Where's the button? There it is. So it actually, when the higher Lily rank you get, the more bonuses you get, and it actually turns into a final Lily special move, which unfortunately I don't have any of those unlocked yet. We've also got the medal collection. So every time you defeat a specific enemy, you get a medal off their body, and what this medal does is once you've collected enough of them for a specific monster, you can unlock stuff. So for example, this here is just an overall upgrade to every one of my characters. But if I can also unlock a special weapon for this one. So as you defeat enemies, you'll slowly go down these lists, you'll unlock more stuff, and it's just a cool little way to encourage grinding because you can unlock a lot of stuff and get a lot of special powers in the process. You've also got boss monsters, which require a lot less. So we'll just get out of that. We'll just have a little bit more of a demonstration of the game's voice acting. These little city viewer scenes let you just... I don't want to say the word spy on the girls. Oh god, why is that on skip? That was so silly. I'll have to go through something else then. Unfortunately, there's no gallery that lets you go and view those events, which is a little bit disappointing. But it also actually adds quests, which is kind of neat. So let's go to low E and let's try and turn off the skip immediately. Dog going off in the background, I can't help it. So yeah, I'll just skip the rest of that. So the idea is, it's just light and fluffy conversation between these characters, and it's always light and fluffy conversation. So, if you ever want more examples of that, just go check out my other Hyperdimension Neptunia videos. I got like 5 of them. So, the idea of this one, this Neptunia game in particular, is that we have quests that we can go and do. And these quests often require you to do specific things. So, as you can see here, we can... I love blocks and rigid stuff, but a monster that I do not love appeared before me. Please defeat this pudgy boss before I fall for soft things. I don't know what his problem is. But anyway, as you can see down there, we have a quest to do. You've also got these quests here, which basically you don't know the conditions of them at the very beginning. Which one? Where's one that I haven't done yet? Hold on. I don't think I actually have one that I haven't done. Okay, here we go. So as you can see here down the bottom, the condition isn't actually there. It is possible to go and do the mission and then actually abort the mission. It is possible to go do the mission without knowing what the condition is and actually complete it. But the only way to unveil what that is down there is to actually go into the mission and then abort the mission, which is a really, really strange if you ask me. But anyway, we're going to go and do a mission, because why not? I'll just pick a couple of random characters to start off with. So, yay, Uni and Neptune, because why not? You can pick any combination of 2 characters you like, but some missions require you to be 2 different, to be 2 specific characters. So... it is a good idea to try and level up your characters at least relatively evenly. The only reason Neptune's up so high is because... actually, I don't even remember why she's up so high. She just got like 150,000 bonus points on a quest for some reason. Then next thing you know, bam, she's level 26. I don't even know what caused that, but yeah. So we'll just hit advance and we'll get straight into the game. She's gonna nep me, okay. I don't know whether I should be afraid or slightly perplexed. So... here's the idea of Hyperdimension Neptunia U. It is an action game along the lines of Senran Kagura. You got a light attack, and you got a heavy attack. Square and triangle, precisely. However, you should avoid using the heavy attacks as... well, not very heavily, but at the same time, you really shouldn't just rely on them, because they have a tendency to make your armor a little weaker. And when that happens, well, let's just see if we can actually encourage this to happen. Come on. Come on! I was right there. How'd you miss? Come on, you got to hit me at some point. Hit me. Hit me. Come on. There's 6 of you there, and one of you can't figure out the secret. There we go. There's a Senran Kagura in action for you. So, yep. Once you have undergone a costume break, you lose a lot of your defense, but you get a lot more EXC drive. So if you hold R, you can use skills. You get more skills as time goes on. And you can also, once your EXE drive is full, you can, or halfway, you can go into your EXE drive mode, which does a lot more damage and is just a whole lot more faster because of its moveset. So, you know, it's... There's a reason why I have the Scramble Chain accessory, because it lets you go into HDD mode right at the beginning of a fight. So, you can literally just go into this mode and then just beat the crap out of anything that comes your way, and that is fantastic. There is one other thing that you can do in the... There is one other thing you can do in this mode, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swap to Uni and demonstrate an actual different control scheme, or just a fight in general, really. But yeah. Yeah, she has a gun. A gigantic bastard of a gun that can just destroy pretty much anything she shoots at. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay? But yeah, all the weapons in this game are actually quite good. Every character has their own unique moveset, although they do... Sometimes they feel a bit similar, especially Ram and Rom, because Ram and Rom are twin sisters, so they tend to have a very similar moveset. Every move in this game is quite enjoyable to pull off, really. And it runs well, and it looks great. I mean, the effects on screen are just bloody fantastic. Like, watch this. I'll pull off a super special move now. This is what you can do in any particular HDD mode. Boom. And boom. Unfortunately, you have to swap out of HDD mode after that, so... Whoops, I did not mean to swap out of HDD mode. Let's just get back into that. So yeah, that's your basic moveset. There's not that much else plain going over. There are so many noises trying to interrupt me today. There isn't much else to Hyperdimension Neptunia U, though. I mean, other than the Lily attacks, which I haven't demonstrated, there's just not that much else to it. It's all about equipping the right accessories, going in, kicking some ass. And kicking ass is actually really, really easy. I'm sorry about the plane, nothing I could do about it. Kicking ass in this game is really easy to do, actually. It is actually quite hard to actually get hit, because you do have a dodge attack. So, if you see a massive swing coming your way, then just hit the circle button and go in a rough direction, and there you go. Just waiting for the enemies to respawn, that can be kind of annoying. But yeah. Very simple game, very simple moveset. That's generally what the Neptunia spin-offs tend to do. Oh, dearie me, that's a boss monster of some kind. Let's just try and... Ow. Let's just try and avoid that, shall we? Oh god, why? Oh, did we actually just fail the mission? We did. Yeah, we did. We failed the bloody mission, now we have to replay the mission, but... Let's not replay the mission, let's go do something else. That was kind of insane. I wasn't expecting that much damage, especially on Noir. But then again, Neptune. But Neptune did have a destroyed costume, so... Yeah, let's just go and do another mission, just as a point of demonstration. I said it was easy, too. I just had to open my fucking mouth. But anyway, let's see. Not doing a level 27 mission. Not doing a level 25 mission. Level 13. Alright, level 13. So we'll just pick... How about Vert and... Good old Famitsu. So there is a story, but it is, like, completely absent. It's the basic idea is that Dengeki and Famitsu wanted to do articles based on them for their magazines, and you are going and doing quests for it. That is literally the entire bloody story. There is more to it later on, and the game only has, like, 3 story chapters, and I'm, like, halfway through the second one, at least at this point, I think. But yeah, the idea is that, yeah, you're just doing quests for them. There is a secret guest star that shows up later on, but I'll be damned if I know what that is because I haven't gotten that far and I don't know how much time I'm going to have to spend in the game. And you know me, I prefer to do first impressions. And my first impressions are that just the gameplay overall is really simple and then it gets really, really repetitive later on. But then again, that is pretty much every hack and slash in existence. There isn't a hack and slash alive that doesn't do that, unfortunately. So, the game does get repetitive. So, you're here basically for... You're here basically for the Hyperdimension Neptunia fan service. There's a lot of voiced dialogue. Every story scene is voiced. Every side scene is voiced. And characters have their own dialogue between them in the Lily Rain scene, even in the game. Like, if you just listen carefully to the audio of the game, you can hear Famitsu speaking to me at times. It's just kind of silly. Yeah. And when you have a specific different type of... When you have two characters together, two specific characters, they'll have specific lines to say to each other. It's pretty neat. Also, Famitsu is swinging around a gigantic lobster. I have no idea why this is a thing. But yeah, basically the game's simplicity is what would cause us downfall, but at the same time, this is the third Neptunia game which has taken this gameplay down to simplistic levels. PP didn't work because, frankly, the idle simulators are really thin on the ground anyway, so trying to reduce it down anymore was just an absolute waste of time. With the strategy game, which I can't remember the name of exactly, it was like Goddess Blackheart, it reduced it down, but still kept the gameplay perfectly serviceable in order to communicate the Hyperdimension Neptunia universe, and Hyperdimension Neptunia U does exactly the same thing, and the gameplay itself is fun enough to be, you know, worth the effort for playing for Neptunia fans. Obviously, this isn't going to be the one you want to pick up if you want to start playing Neptunia, but at the same time, it's well worth picking up if you weren't going to pick up any other game anyway, but I mean, all the other games are RPGs, so I can understand why you wouldn't want to pick them up, and you might want to pick up a hack and slash game instead. But yeah, it all works, and again, it's just fluffy, lighthearted stuff around the outside of the game. That lovely shell of just cute girls doing cute things, also known as moe. That's pretty much all it is. But at the same time, perfectly enjoyable if you're not expecting anything too advanced. Sure, it's a bit grindy, and it will take time to like get your characters leveled up and all that, but it's there if you want it. I'm sure you could just level up like one or two specific characters. There are character-specific missions you will need to do eventually. Excuse me, but yeah. It's a fun, fan-servicey filled time. Nice and light. You could literally just play this without looking at the screen if you wanted to. Like, I'm going to do that for about 30 seconds. Let's see how well I do. Some people might think that this is a downside. Me, I think this is an upside because any sort of min-maxing character is going to get a good amount of time out of this purely because they'll find the quickest way through it. Someone like me who isn't fantastic at video games really does learn to appreciate the little things. And I'm just looking back at the screen now. So I'm guessing I did okay because I still have maximum health. Alright, so let's end this with a fancy attack. It's all good fun, really. I'll display one more level, because this is actually a pretty short video by my standards, so... But I really don't have much else to say about it. It's got all the Hyperdimension Neptunia music, which is good to listen to. Good quality music. Not something I'd go putting on my Spotify playlist, but at the same time, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So, it fits the game. It fits the game pretty well, and you've got plenty of Hyperdimension Neptunia music in there if you want to go and check that out, so... I have nothing against the music. I've got nothing against the gameplay graphics. I mean, look at this bloody outfit. It's gorgeous. Also, for some reason, you can actually do this. Get a good screenshot. Don't know why you can do that, but I'll just let it slide. So that was the mission, I think. There we go. Had to pass at least one mission in this video, because goddamn. So yeah, medals, post-mission completion level ups. Again, it's just an overall very simple game. That's basically all there is to it, but you're here for the fan service, and there's plenty of fan service. It's there in spades. Like, for example, allow Denkeki Go to tell you about Famitsu. Oh, god damn it, I had it on skip again. Oh man, that's so annoying. That shouldn't persist between seeds. Good lord. Oh well. You do get excessive... Oh. A fan service free outfit. I don't believe that. I'm gonna go check that out for myself. Really? I don't even know. Why does she have a lobster? Alright, just one more mission and then we'll call it. I want to try and do something a little lower level. This'll do. How about No, I've already used Neptune in this video. How about Dengeki and... I don't want to go with Ram and Rom. I know someone will kick my ass for that. How about Umi? Already plays Yumi. Blanc. Probably not a good idea to do that on a level 20 quest. Oh, man. I want to try and avoid dying on this. 13. There we go. So, Blanc and Dengeki. We'll do that. There's plenty of game references, and there's plenty of interesting language. So, it's just a good time. I hear a lot of people that I feel personally are stuck up that wouldn't enjoy this because of the fan service, and it's like, dude, can't you sit back and relax for a bit? Jeez. I just feel sorry for the sort of people who can't sit back, relax, and play a fan servicey game that really doesn't require much effort. Have a little bit of a giggle at a silly set of references, and then you can go right back to playing your ever so serious games. But yeah, every character has their own unique moveset. Hello, Dengeki. Oh god, why? Oh, that's a fantastic start. I bring her out, she immediately dies. What was that about? I don't even know if there's a way to revive her in this. There might be a way to revive her. I just need to I guess I just need to maybe wait a bit? Hello. It really is just fun to just sit back, relax, and beat the crap out of stuff, though, and a little bit of fan service to the side. I mean, who can complain, really? I mean, sure, you can say that the gameplay is repetitive and simple. That's pretty much the biggest problem that Hyperdimension Neptunia U has, and it's kind of hard to recommend it to non-fans already, which is why I say go and play Rebirth 1 first before you really give this a... There she is. That's why I say you should go and play Hyperdimension Neptunia U first, purely because of the way this game's universe works, where it's a really good idea to know all the characters before you really get into the fight. But, I mean, other than that, it's really not that big of a deal. Maybe this would be a good place to start out, but then again, Hyperdimension Neptunia U has been made really cheap. Not U, Rebirth 1 has been made cheap over the past few sales on PSN, so you never know. Level up, you get accessories and stuff, and it's good fun, light, thin on the ground, but enjoyable, fan servicey, cute girls doing cute things. Who can argue with that, really? And there's a fair amount of stuff to do in it. I mean, here's the thing. So, the main game itself isn't actually that long. Like, 3 hours in, 2.5 hours in, and I've already done 25% of the quests. Not that many quests, but there are actually 2 separate modes. Those 2 question mark things back on the title screen, those are actually 2 separate modes. So, you actually have 2 modes after the story mode to go and do. So, you've got plenty of time. You'll have plenty of time to go and do whatever the bloody hell you want. So, I mean, you'll get at least 15 hours out of it. I imagine that's, like, the minimum. Unless you're trying to, like, power game and speed run, in which case you'll probably get a little less, but that's just my imagination. That's just what I'm guessing. Could be shorter. Could be longer. I don't know. But it's longer than just, like, what, 10 hours at least? Because it would probably take you longer to get through all this stuff, and you would be skipping through everything like I am by accident. But yeah. That was a quick look at Hyperdimension Neptunia U. Fun, thin on the ground, But, you know, Hyperdimension Neptunia fans should pick it up pretty much immediately. That's pretty much all I've got to say about it. So, this has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.